Okay, so how are we going to put this into an assignment? First, we're going to go to the bottom of the question of the custom question manager and click OK. When you do this, it takes you back to that assignment management screen. Again, this is where all your homework assignments would appear if this were your real MyLab course. So what I want to do is I'm going to create an assignment. Um, let's create a quiz. So this is a demo quiz. That's just the name of the quiz I'm giving it. Um, and after I click next, I get to number 2, which is the add remove content screen. So what I want to do is I want to find my question. Unfortunately, this is a little bit inconvenient. I need to recall that I put this in chapter 3, and right now it's telling me that I'm looking for questions in Thomas chapter O. So I need to actually go to chapter 3 if I want to be able to see my question. And unfortunately, this window here, what I'm showing you here over on this side of the screen, this is the list of questions. So you can see it's telling me, for example, I could add question 1 from section 3.1 of the book, or 3 from section 3. Questions from the book to the assignment. And it kind of puts here where you almost might miss them, the questions from chapter 3 that are that are custom. You'll see them, they have a plus in front of them, and recall that I called it tangent demo question. So what I want to do is I want to check that, and I want to just then click add, and now that will appear in an assignment. So this is just going to be a one question assignment. Maybe it's a really short quiz. So this is now the content for the question, and maybe I would like to make this a 10-point question. If I do, keep in mind that MyLab is going to divide the points equally. There's no way to say I want this part of the question to be worth 1 point, I want this part to be worth 5 points. Every answer box or true-false question or whatever appears in there is going to be worth the total number of points divided by however many boxes there were. That's the only way to do it. It's something we wish MyLab could do better, but this is the way it does it. So let's go to next. And let's see, I'm not going to set these available in due dates. You can figure out how to do that. Let's suppose that I wanted to give students one attempt and give them 10 minutes to take the quiz. So let's see. What I can do is I can say limit number of attempts to 1. That lets them take it once. And I'm going to go down here, quiz time in minutes. They'll have 10 minutes to take it. And I do want to check the box that says show time remaining. Otherwise, they have 10 minutes, but they have no way to see how long they have left. So you want to say that they can see the time remaining during the quiz. For an actual test, if we were doing this, what you'd want to do is set this to hide score and question results, and then later you can enable it so they can see it. If it's a quiz, maybe you want to, if everyone's taking it at the same time, maybe you want to let them get their feedback immediately and let them see that the quiz score shows, quiz summary shows quiz score and question results. You can play around with that feature yourself. So right now I'll leave that enabled. And now I'm going to save and assign. So now as you can see, it's assigned, it has a start date, I didn't put in a due date. Now is where I'd be able to see what the student will actually see as they take this. If I click preview here, I know it said preview before, but this preview actually shows you what it looks like for the student. So notice what's going on here. First of all, the timer is running. It says I have 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to take this quiz. And now here's what the quiz actually is going to look like to the students. So as you can see, it's randomized my values. It's given me a random set of values. I have the parabola x squared plus 3, the line 7x plus 6y equals 10. And if I answer, it does a little bit less jumping in the real version of the quiz, but it's still sort of annoying. Unfortunately, unless you're willing to use those up and down features, those up and down formats for a question, it's gonna jump around a little bit, and it always does it a little bit anyway. So once again, let's put in -7/6. Oh, sorry, no, this question was 2. And -7/6. -7/12. Equation of the line is y minus 7/12 squared plus 3 equals -7/6 times x plus 7/12. There we go. And true. Let me just put in an incorrect answer just so we can see what happens. Unless, of course, I don't know how to do these problems and maybe I already have an incorrect answer. Let's check the answer. See, my score is 80% correct. Now, why is that? Why is it? How does it know it's 80% correct? Well, we can see part A is wrong. And as you can see, there are 5 places to enter answers. So even though part D has clearly the most complicated answer, there's no way to assign it more points. The only thing you can really do is think about sort of what points you'd like students to be able to earn for earning something, make them worth a box, and then plan to very strictly grade the complicated box so that students who get it wrong lose that point. This is one of the subtleties of test design, but unfortunately, this is a technological limitation of MyLab. So let's correct. Let's put this correct there. And actually, now let's leave it incorrect and see what happens if I keep putting an incorrect answer in. Let's check the answer. It still says 80% correct. I think I get one more try. Oh, no, that's a different mode where it's going to keep letting me try it again. So let's just answer this correctly. Okay. Your input is correct. Score 100%. There we go. So as you can see, I've got now a student, of course, would not be able to just check their answer. The student would have to actually submit the quiz. This is only because this is the instructor preview of the quiz that lets me do that. So let's now click Submit Quiz. And it tells me that I got one question entirely correct. I got 10 out of 10. Okay, so there we go. That's how we created the quiz as part of an assignment.